In 1979, in the book Quranic Concept of War, Pakistani Brigadier General S.K. Malik said, "The object of jihad is the destruction of faith." For all its superficial appeal and well-meaning advocates, the so-called interfaith dialogue movement in the U.S. long has been co-opted by the Muslim Brotherhood, which manipulates faith community interactions in ways calculated to advance the appeal of Islamic law or shariah. I'm Stephen Coughlin, author of Catastrophic Failure, Blindfolding America in the Face of Jihad, recently published by the Center for Security Policy, where I'm a senior fellow. I'm also a lawyer, a former intelligence officer, and a military veteran, and have been studying and briefing Sharia for well over a dozen years. As I was writing Catastrophic Failure, I realized how the Muslim Brotherhood had been aiming one of its key strategic lines of operation directly at America's faith communities, with the goal of achieving such a dislocation of faith among them that the way for dawah and jihad would be opened. The Brotherhood's strategy is really quite sophisticated because it uses the natural inclinations of many Christians and Jews in this country to be accommodating, inclusive, and tolerant of others' beliefs. But at some point, accommodating the beliefs of others in this paradigm forces a compromising of one's own beliefs, especially when the beliefs of others are as anti-constitutional, anti-Western as the Brotherhood-inspired Islamic law in fact is. And this is exactly what the Brotherhood is counting on. Unfortunately, even as Pope Francis concluded his historic visit to the U.S., it is becoming ever more apparent that the Catholic Church, among others, has become ensnared in the interfaith operation devised by the Muslim Brotherhood and the Organization of Islamic Cooperation, the OIC, that has 57-member international body comprised of all Muslim governments in the world. Too many Catholic clergy and lay faithful alike, from the parish priest to bishops to the U.S. Conference of Catholic Bishops to the Pope and the Vatican itself, increasingly seem willing to compromise the principles of faith and history in order to accommodate newfound relationships with Brotherhood outreach partners. In so doing, they fail to stand up for Christians, Yazidis, and others, including non-conforming Muslims, all over the world who are being attacked, tortured, and slaughtered by the very co-religionists of their interfaith dialogue counterparts. This is the very definition of dislocation of faith, and exactly the outcome that Sayyid Qutb had in mind when he wrote his seminal work, Milestones. He said, "The chasm between Islam and Jahiliyyah, the society of unbelievers, is great, and a bridge is not to be built across it so that the people on the two sides may mix with each other, but only so that the people of Jahiliyyah may come over to Islam." And so, to draw attention to the critical failures inherent in the acceptance of the interfaith dialogue movement narratives, the Center asked me to take the annex from my book, Catastrophic Failure, and adapt it to a monograph-style publication, Building Bridges to Nowhere, the Catholic Church's case study in interfaith delusion, is now that monograph, published by the Center as one of its Civilization Jihad reader series and available in Kindle and paperback format on Amazon.com. It is also available in full PDF format at the Center for Security Policy's website. Similar cases could likewise be made for other interfaith partners from other mainstream Christian and Jewish participants. I hope that this new book will inform readers of all faiths and alert them to what really lies behind the interfaith dialogue movement. Thank you very much. Take care.